WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville and online at 953thefarm.com. Hoptown Hoppers baseball is on the air. This Hoptown Hoppers broadcast is brought to you by Hopkinsville Milling Company, Southern States Petroleum and Co-op, Hayes Furniture, Pinnaral Electric, Max Arnold & Son, Raymond Nelson Insurance, Planners Bank, J. Schrecker Jewelry, Toyota of Hopkinsville, the Hoptown Hoppers, and All Clean Services and AKS Flooring and Design Center. Now let's head out to the ballpark for today's game.
Good evening and welcome to the Hopkinsville High School Tiger Field, where tonight the Hoptown Hoppers entertain the Paducah Chiefs. I'm Joe Wilson, with me tonight, Colin Carruthers. Welcome to the pregame show, brought to you by Barbecue Shack, offering catering and custom cooking Wednesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're out at 4687 English Road right here in Hopkinsville. It's a battle of undefeateds in the early OVL season as the Hoppers enter tonight's game 3-0, the Chiefs 2-0. They were winning in the game that they didn't get to finish the other night, so they could very easily be 3-0 as well. Hoptown beat Madisonville 6-0, Fulton 7-3. Raleigh beat Henderson last night 9-6. Hoptown has been winning with strong starting pitching and the long ball. Colin, you've seen all of the games. Your thoughts on this Hoppers team early on?
Yeah, this Hoppers team is very, very good. They're very aggressive. They attack the ball at the plate very early in the count, but when they get a little bit worked down in the count, they know how to foul it off, make sure they're seeing their pitch, and in the field, they've been fantastic to back up some phenomenal pitching. That's something I've really loved out of this team early on, is that their pitching top to bottom has been stellar, especially the starting pitching. The only issue that we might see as we go down the road is that there's not a lot of depth in the pitching rotation.
At least right now, they might be getting some help later on.
They should be, yeah.
Right now, we're a little thin. In fact, I think there was a pitcher's wanted sign out there behind the dugout. And I saw Travis Martin. I thought I saw him warming up with his glove in the bullpen.
Hey, you ended up coming out today, you know?
Yeah, and Ted Yachek was catching for him over there. So.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, the pitching that they do have right now is very, very good. I know Chris Benny's asking some of those guys, hey, if you have any friends that pitch like you, bring them on in.
Right. Chiefs coming off a 7-3 win over Fulton last night. They beat Madisonville 7-6 on Saturday night. This is a Chiefs team that's going to look a lot different in a few weeks. They have some players coming too, strong pitchers coming their way, but right now they're kind of like the Hoppers. They're waiting on some folks to show up.
Yeah, still got a lot of guys coming in, but even the starting nine that we'll look at here after a bit is really, really talented. This might be, again, in the early season so far, but a team that'll challenge the Hoppers so far the most out of the three teams they've already faced.
Stay tuned. I'll be back with Hoppers coach Chris Benny. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
Southern States at 1106 West 15th Street. One today for your personalized.
For Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and Fort Campbell.
Good evening, everybody. I'm with Coach Benny from the Hoppers here as they're getting ready to take on Paducah tonight. Coach, last night, big game out of a couple of guys. Let's start with pitching first. I mean, Evan Jacob comes in. What a job he did on the mound.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zach Hanford got the ball to our bullpen, and Evan kind of a surprising guy to get up there, but ended up going for it scoreless. Really good pitch down in the inning, so he was able to shut the door. Went to really good Henderson flag.
Also had a big game. Talk a little about his performance last night.
Yeah, really excited for Brandon. He hit 2 home runs last night. He's a local kid. Kind of where me and Max are from, and family ties to both of us, and so he's kind of a community guy for us. And he's a big-time player. Just got to stay healthy, and he's able to show his talent to be a two-way guy my, hope for our guys that we just kind of like we did last night, just play what we can do and control what we can control. Don't worry about what the other guy does or what his stats are or where he's from and that type of thing. Because once you line it up in between the lines, it really doesn't matter what school you're at or where you're from or what jersey you're wearing. It just matters kind of mano-to-mano type mentality. And our guys kind of, really taking that to heart, and they're doing a great job with it and playing together as a team and only kind of focusing on what we do well, not what the other guys do. Kind of play against and play our game.
Arms are a little short for you right now. How you getting through that, and what are the plans for trying to get a few more arms in?
Well, I think it first started off, we went to church on Sunday. It's kind of the first step, trying to pray and get some arms in town. But no, we're honestly, our guys are just kind of on the way, and it's kind of one of the things we talked to all the guys is kind of the next man up, whoever can throw it across the middle and just play defense behind it until we get our guys in, because those guys are having good seasons, in the D2 World Series or NIA World Series, and just trying to make sure that when they get here, they're ready to go, and hopefully finish up those seasons with big wins, and obviously the local guys, and hoping that UHA goes on and wins the entire thing. But once we add those pieces, we'll have a complete pitching staff. But right now, it's just kind of all hands on deck, and so far it's working for us, and we'll just keep up that mentality even when the guys are.
What are your plans tonight?
Tonight we're going to start Hudson Hamilton, right-hander out of Texas. Really enjoyable kid. He's got a little in-game bullpen on opening night. Looks really good, looks really fresh. So he's going to tote the rock tonight, and then we've got some bullpen pieces that are available, and we'll just kind of mix and match whatever the best we can.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Penny Rile Electric, member of
.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson, Colin Carruthers with you here tonight as the Hoptown Hoppers 3-0 on the season. They entertain the undefeated Paducah Chiefs. It's going to be a good one tonight. Strong pitching, strong, timely hitting to the key for both teams up to this point. The Hoppers hope they can continue that tonight. Colin, last night Brennan Mueller really put on a show at the plate.
Yeah, Brennan Mueller was all out at the plate yesterday. A 4-for-4 day with not just one, but 2 home runs in his last 2 at-bats of the day. One of those being a 2-run shot to make it that 9-6 lead for the Hoppers, which obviously they end up winning by that score. But, yeah, Mueller was the highlight at the dish last night.
Chiefs came to Hoptown, won 3 of their 4 meetings in the city limits last year. It was kind of a tough season there early on for Hoptown, and Paducah caught them a couple of times during that time. Hoptown won the last meeting of the year last year. Of course, that really means nothing because the teams are so different now than they were last year. But if you're looking at the history of this, Paducah has won 3 of the last 4. Let's go wrap up our pregame show. We're going to come back. We'll have starting lineups and the first pitch for you when we return. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can
greatest hits.
And welcome back into the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth here. Joe Wilson and Colin Carruthers with you, and we're excited to bring the ball game to you tonight here from Tiger Field at Hopkinsville High School. And what a night for baseball. The weather's just about right. Game time weather sponsored by Charlie Henderson State Farm.
Here's your WHOP Weather Center forecast. Partly cloudy tonight with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows around 61, northeasterly winds at around 5 miles an hour. 79 tomorrow, mainly clear. Clear skies tomorrow night, 55. Lots of sunshine and dry Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the low 80s. That's the forecast from the WHOP Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Right now, it's 81 degrees.
We're going to come back and we're going to have the starting lineups for you here tonight from the Hoppers and Paducah Chiefs here at Hopkinsville High School's Tiger Field. So stay with us because we're just a few minutes away from first pitch.
Hi, this is Mark Harmon from Louisville, Kentucky. On behalf of all of the 2026 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you for helping us to pursue our baseball dreams.
Can you hear me okay?
Once again, to all of our
doing fine over here.
thank you, and we hope to see you all at the ballpark. Go Hoppers.
Summer starts here at Toyota of Hopkins. 2.99% for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash rebate on a 26 Tundra. Get 4.99% on a 26 Camry, plus great used car specials. Visit Toyota of Hopkins.com.
Hardwood and luxurious carpets to stylish tiles and vinyl. We've got the perfect floor for 14 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville or online at aksflooring.com. AKS Flooring, where your dream home begins.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank, equal housing opportunity, and member FDIC.
Looking to train
The Farm.
Welcome back to the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Joe Wilson, Colin Carruthers with you here tonight. It's time for our starting lineups. They're brought to you by Riken Elastomers. Join the Riken Elastomers team with process operator starting pay at $20.50 an hour, topping out at a year at $24.43 an hour, plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. An excellent benefit package that includes employee paid benefits day one of employment. Call them at 270-475-2150, extension 214 to learn more. For Paducah tonight in their starting lineup, they'll start Maddox Cope first at shortstop, batting second and playing third base, Austin Spears. In left field is Trey Dooley, he's batting third. Batting fourth is Jack Robinson, the right fielder. Brett Haas is the DH tonight, and he's batting for pitcher Aiden Smith. Batting sixth is Austin Wilson, who's catching tonight. Javon Andrews is playing center field tonight, batting seventh. Jace England is batting eighth and playing first base, and Matthew Henderson is the second baseman tonight, and he's batting ninth for the Chiefs. For the Hoppers tonight, Cole Reynolds will lead off and play shortstop. He'll be followed by Chance Sweeney in left field, and then Dom Hartman at third base will bat third. Declan Riggs is the first baseman tonight, batting fourth. Easton Beatty is batting fifth and playing right field. DH tonight, Brennan Mealer, and he's batting for Hudson Hamilton, who's pitching tonight for the Hoppers. Mark Harmon is the catcher tonight, batting 7th. Zach Hampton is playing second base and batting 8th, and Alex McGuire is your center fielder tonight, and he's batting 9th for the Hoppers. So that's your starting lineups for tonight. We saw a little bit of Hudson Hamilton the other night when he came in relief. So anxious to see how he does coming out of the starting gate tonight.
Yeah, pitched that opening night game against the Madisonville Miners where he went 2 innings to close things out. Had 3 strikeouts all in that 9th inning as well. Went 3 up, 3 down the inning before that he pitched in the 8th. So he looked really good out of the bullpen. Excited to see him, as you mentioned, now in the start for the Hoppers.
Right-handed pitcher, kind of a tall guy. He's pretty tall out there on the bump. So he's going to face right off the bat one of the top hitters in the league in Maddox Cope. And Maddox, really good leadoff man here for the Chiefs. He kind of sets the table for them every night. First pitch coming here from Hamilton. Pitch is on the way and high for ball 1, and we're underway here tonight.
You mentioned he's pretty tall out there. He's 6'3", 200 there on the mound, so definitely one of the taller guys on this roster.
This one's hit into left field. That one's going to be down for a base hit into the gap a little bit. Sure will. And running over to cut it off there is McGuire. He'll get it in quickly, but a stand-up double to lead off the ball game for Maddox Cope. And I said before, he is one of the top hitters in this league. And he waited on that one and just drove it right into the left center gap.
You know, only took him 2 pitches, but yeah, he had 7 extra base hits this past season with Shawnee Community College, and yeah, he shows off how strong and quick his bat is in his first appearance tonight.
Here's Austin Spears. He's batting second, playing third base tonight. Might be a bunting situation here for the Chiefs. Hamilton's pitch is a curveball. It's low for ball 1. Hoppers 3-0 coming into tonight. And the Chiefs are 2-0. I think I heard you say last night when they got behind to Henderson, that's the first time he's been behind all year.
Absolutely, yeah. That was the first time they trailed all season last night.
This one's hit hard foul down into the Hoppers dugout on the third base side. And the count draws even 1-1.
But even when they did trail last night, it was very free.
Yeah.
They were able to strike back pretty quickly.
I really like watching this team. They seem to really get along well, and they really like to play baseball. Big lead at second. Curveball hit into left field, and it's going to be caught on a line drive there by Sweeney. Good job there battling the sun and making that play, and there's one away.
Nice first out there, but you're absolutely right with the fact that these guys get along very well. I mean, we've only had 1 road game so far, but you're on the bus with these guys, and it feels like they've been playing with each other for way more than just 2-3 games. I mean, it feels like they've been with each other for at least a month. So they get along very, very well.
Well, there's 4 guys that do go to the same college, and I think 3 other ones go to another. So they kind of know each other pretty well, don't they? Here's the pitch here is up the bat. It's Trey Dooley. He's the third batter. Takes pitch for a strike right at the knees.
The other thing that helps when they first meet each other is a few of these guys played each other's programs.
That's true.
So they've seen each other in action.
0-1 the count. Big lead at second. Curveball in for a strike. That was a really pretty pitch right there. That one looked at his hip and broke right back over the middle. So 0-2 now on Dooley. Hamilton trying to pitch around the leadoff double. And Maddox Cope. Good crowd here tonight, as usual, for a Hoppers game. This one fastball high. Misses just inside the hands there. 1-2. Hoppers wearing their red and black jerseys tonight with white pants. Paducah in their traditional all grays. The navy blue socks, red stripes. Pitch on the way here. Curveball hit up the middle. It's going to be off the handle. It's going to be a tough play. Hamilton, though, long throw. Got him. What a nice play at second base there. Hampton was actually playing up the middle a little bit to hold that runner on. That ball hits hard, and he backhands and makes a good throw to first.
You know, he just wanted to help out his teammate there in the spring season. Both Hampton and Hamilton go attend UMHB or Mary Hardin Baylor down in Texas. So Hampton, who pitched last night, now backing up his spring ball teammate to get the out.
He was perfectly positioned for that defensive play. Jack Robinson bats now for Paducah with 2 out. here in the top of the first, man on second. Pitch on the outside corner for a striker. Good job there from Mark Harmon framing that one. 0-1 the count now to Robinson. Hamilton trying to pitch around this leadoff double here in the first. And as I say, he did not go. Sure did look like he did, but first baseman umpire says no, sir. So 1-1 the count. He came up under the hands there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I thought it was really close, but we'll trust him down there.
1-1 the count. Big lead at second. Pitches hit into right field. Beatty's there. Camps under it, makes the play. So nice job by Hamilton pitching around the leadoff double here in the first, and he gets the next three batters, 1, 2, 3. So the Chiefs get one hit. There were no runs, no errors. There was one man left on as we check on Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. The Hoppers getting ready to come up here in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
With fly and peak eye season upon us, Southern States Cooperative in Hopkinsville and Cadiz now offers Southern States Senegar, a beef cattle mineral. This mineral is exclusive to Southern States Cooperative and contains cinnamon, garlic, and a larvicide, and is available in non-medicated or medicated, BFD required, to help keep the flies and pests away. Stop by Southern States Cooperative, 1106 West 15th Street.
Shopping comfortable.
The Farm.
Back to Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, Joe Wilson and Colin Carruthers, and pitching tonight for the Chiefs is a name that some people might remember. It's Aiden Smith. I think Aiden's played in the league maybe before. If not, maybe it was a different Aiden Smith. But this one right here gets it up there pretty quick. It's moving pretty good. And that breaking ball he showed off a minute ago was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's got a really good bit of velo on him. Just threw that slider that had a lot of horizontal run. Get at least 19 inches of it around the plate. This guy's going to have a lot of movement. He's going to go against a few of his former teammates during the spring ball season as well. He plays at Ball State Community College, and there's a few guys in this Hoptown Hoppers roster that are also attending Ball State Community College.
Here's Cole Reynolds. He's going to lead off. The other night in the opener, he went 3 for 3 and really looked good at the plate. As we said earlier, Cole has hit the weight room since last summer. He's bulked up quite a bit since he was here last year. He's followed by Chance Sweeney, Dom Hartman here in the first. First pitch on the way from Smith, the right-hander. Breaks it right over the corner there for a strike. Back comes Smith here. Checks, looks in. This one also on the outside corner. Generous there, 0-2.
There's that slider again. I think Reynolds was waiting for that one to fall out of the zone because he saw how much spin it had on it, and it just barely caught that outside edge.
Quickly 0-2 to count now. Pitch on the way here. Gets a little bit of it. Fouls it out in front of the plate. Bounced off the catcher, I believe. So count stays 0-2.
I'd be surprised if Smith tries to come with that fastball high and in maybe. But no, he's definitely got to go with that slider. A bit explosive.
Pitcher's here right on the outside corner with the fastball. Got him looking. There's one away here in the bottom of the first for the Hoppers. So Reynolds strikes out looking. Chance Sweeney will take his turn here, left-handed batter.
All those pitches, not only were they good velo, good rotation on them, he was spotting that ball perfectly where he wanted it. He's got some good aim on it.
Yep. He is definitely on tonight. Early on here anyway. So here's Sweeney, left fielder. Made a nice play in the top of the first. Takes a strike here, and he's behind the count 0-1. So far, Smith hasn't thrown anything but strikes. for baseball. A little warm, but it's better than what it'll be in about 2 weeks. There's a ball hit down toward first. England swallows it up, and over to cover at first is Smith, and they get Sweeney on the first base to pitcher, 3-1. There's 2 gone.
This Sweeney's first appearance of the year for the Hoppers, but right now, if you're Dom Hartman walking up to the plate, the scouting report is he's going to throw strikes.
Yeah,
he's going to give you something to, put in play. Yeah. They're hard pitches to hit, but he's got something to work with.
2 gone for the Hoppers. Hartman is the batter. Had a good opening night. Had a good start to the season. Takes that one outside. There's your first ball of the night.
Had to happen at some point, right?
At some point. Yep, at some point. But I'll tell you what, I think he may have. The catcher kind of set up out there. I think he hit his spot. He's over his ball. This one's fastball. It's fouled off into the net.
That's the sign of a really intelligent pitcher as well, knowing that you've thrown just strikes. They're probably coming up thinking, throw a first pitch strike here.
Yep.
Trying to get him to chase something on the very first pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, somebody like Hartman, too, who's hot right now, and he's wanting to hit. 1-1 the count, 2 out here at the bottom of the first. This one's swung on and missed. Can't catch up to it. It's 1-2. No score here in the bottom of the first. Collins going to call the games for you here in the middle of the ball game. Catcher and pitcher both thought it was a strike. Umpire says no, sir. A little low. 2-2 the count.
He's trying to sell that one a little bit. Definitely a really good spot on it, which Hartman held up on one that you mentioned being low.
Pitch on the way here, and it's breaking, hit into right field. It's a high fly ball. Robinson goes back on it, makes the play, and Hoppers go 1-2-3 here in their half of the first. As we check on Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. No scores. We go to the top of the second. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com. Back for the top of the second here at Hopkinsville High School's Tiger Field, and it's Joe Wilson and Colin Carruthers at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. And Paducah led off with a double with Maddox Stroke back in the first, but he was stranded there as Hudson Hamilton did a really nice job shutting down the offense. So they're going to send up 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup here. Brett Haas, Austin Wilson, and Devon Andrews.
Brett Haas, the guy who just finished up his freshman year at Northeastern Mississippi Community College, where he had a 3.25 batting average.
Let's hope he cools off a little. He swings through and misses that.
That might be why he had a better batting average. He was aggressive going after the first pitch.
He did. He was trying to make it 1-0, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was one that was definitely not his own, though.
This one comes back, get towards shortstop. Oh, nice diving play at short. They're going to get up on the team. And, oh, what a play. And dropped over at first base on the pickup. But I'll tell you what a fantastic play by Cole Reynolds over at shortstop. How about it?
I mean, I was about to say that could be a defensive play of the game.
It was,
if that was caught, because Cole Reynolds made that dive on the backside there, collects himself, and kind of drops down for that sidearm. It's easier when you're coming up to kind of drop the shoulder and throw that sidearm to get it across the diamond in time. And it was pretty much perfectly placed. Just dropped down to the glove, protecting and ready to go.
It kind of hit right on the edge of the grass and dirt over there. Took a funky hop on Riggs, and he wasn't able to scoop it up. But The leadoff man on here for Paducah. Curveball for a strike on Austin Wilson. The second inning in a row, the Chiefs have their leadoff man on. But what a play! Even if that's even though that wasn't out, that still may be one of the ones that we consider at the end because that was fantastic. That was one of the better plays I've seen. Here's one popped up high into left field. It's shallow. It'll be playable. Sweeney underneath, battling the wind and the sun, and does make the play. Falls down afterwards. Probably says a few prayers. Yeah, made it a little exciting. He sure did. So, one away here.
It's like one of those plays where you're a kid in the backyard just trying to make it look a lot more fancy. Like, oh, I got to make a diving play. And all you do is pop it up if you don't have much.
Well, he saw his buddy Cole Reynolds dive for one, so he figured he might as well do it too. One away now. And batting is Javon Andrews. He squared up the bunt. But pulled it back in time. In the press box tonight, my good buddy Stevie Tucker helped me out on the girls basketball, the Christian County basketball broadcast in the winter. Good to see Stevie. Here's the ball hit hard into left, going back, and that one might be out of here. It sure is. 2-run home run for Javon Andrews, and the Chiefs take a 2-0 lead. And a guy squares around to bunt, and then he turns around and just knocks one over the foul pole out there in left field. Not fair. A 2-run homer for Andrews here.
That's scary when they do that. They're like showing the bunt, and they can turn right around and show you the power they've got ready in the back hip. He's one of those guys that's described as a silent killer on this team because they say he's not very vocal. However, he likes to prove his talent with his skill. He likes to let the play do the talking for him.
The bat did the talking there. He hit
yeah.
that one over the left field wall up there. 2-0 now. Jace England the bat, nobody on. This one's outside for ball one. Interesting to see now how Hamilton comes back from that one. England batting left-handed. This one's fouled off behind us, and it's 1-1 count. Heads up, everybody over there. Seams were spinning pretty good when they came through. I could almost hear it. Hamilton's next pitch in there, fouled off again down the left field line now to play. It's 1-2 now.
Jason England, who just finished up high school, he's committed to play at the JUCO level next year at Dyersburg State Community College.
That's a good baseball program, I'll tell you. Pitch on the way here. High. 2-2. You've got a few guys from this area play at Dyersburg. 2-2 to England. One out here in the top of the second. Ooh, that one is right at the letters. All the balls, so the count goes full. They believed it 2-0 on a 2-run homer from Javon Andrews. Hamilton comes back to the curveball outside, just misses, so he walks England. So Matthew Henderson, the 9-man in the lineup for bat here. Got a lot of baseball coming up for you this week. Of course, UHA will be in the state tournament on Thursday, broadcast at 3:45. And then Friday night we'll have more Hoppers baseball for you. That was set for 6:15, and Jeff Sisk will be on the call for that one. Henderson fouls that one back into the backstop. 0-1 the count. Second pitch inside, gets away from Harmon, but runner was already headed back to the bag, so nobody hurt there.
I'm sure Chris Benny feels about both ways about the UHA game coming up. Sure, it'd be cool to cheer them on, but if they lose, he does get two very valuable players
Yes, he
after
does.
the roster.
Jaden Miles and Hayden Hunt joining the team after their call. Here's a ball hit into right. The little flare going to be coming in on it. Nice play by Beatty. Quickly back to first. Goes England. There's 2 gone. I thought that one might have a chance to get down there when it first came off the bat, but Beatty playing it just right over in right field. Here comes Maddox Coe. Doubled his last time up, but stranded at second base. Hit it out in the left center gap out there.
He gets in that same spot again. I mean, I think there's a really legit shot that England's come around and score from first.
Yeah, he'll be taking off on it. fastball in for a strike.
Even though he gave up that 2-run homer, starting off first pitch curveball, first pitch off speed shows he still got confidence on the mound.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. This is inside here. Something to think about. 1-1 to count. This one misses outside, and it's 2-1. Julie Davis sang the national anthem tonight. The ball game did a great job, as always. Her mama's birthday. She made sure to get her mama mentioned on for her birthday. Gotta take care of your mom. This one in the dirt, blocked nicely there by Harmon, and it's 3-1. Prevents the runner from moving up. Definitely a hitter's count now on one of the top hitters around by Alex Cope. Gotta be careful here. It's on the way. Foul or hit toward first. Diving play, and it's knocked down in the dirt, and they won't get anybody. It's an infield hit for Cope.
Here's the part where we bring up that, sure, they're meshing well in general, but they haven't played on the field too long together with any of them. That will go down, assume as a single, but Declan Riggs is the one to dive for the first base spot that was on his backside. If he lets that go through, it's probably still single because it was so slow. The second baseman has a chance to at least let his momentum grab that play.
Absolutely.
And throw it over the first for the out.
Yep, thinking the same thing. The runners on first and second, and up comes Austin Spears. Flew out to left his last time up. Hits one hard foul down third base. Yeah, it was a good effort by Riggs, but almost better off to have some communication there. Second baseman could have been there, and Hampton has a great arm, so it was a good chance maybe. But with the leadoff man, lots of speed. Won't know now, will it? Her ball swung on, tipped foul into Harmon's glove, and it's 0-2. Hamilton can get out of this one. To count, 2 out here, top of the second. Chiefs lead 2-0. Fastball fouled into the backstop. So far, the Chiefs are pretty impressive. Hit all the way through the lineup. And pitching-wise, they look pretty strong on the hill tonight, too. There's a curve. Tipped and right into the glove of Harmon. It rolls on, and a strikeout here for Spears there. So Hamilton pitches around gets out of it after the 2-run homer. So a good job there. But we have played an inning and a half as the Chiefs get 2 hits, 2 runs. There's 2 men left on. I'm sorry, they had 3 hits. Two runs on 3 hits, and 2 men left on. We played an inning and a half. We check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Paducah 2, the Hoppers 0.
The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Bottom of the second, and the Hoppers trail 2-0 to the Paducah Chiefs. They'll send up Declan Riggs, Easton Beatty, and Brennan Mueller. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the lineup for the Hoppers.
We were just saying that if you want to win this game, you're going to have to score quite a bit, just like they had been the previous nights. They went from 6 runs to 7 runs to 9 runs. You need that yet again in this one. This is a very strong team. It's like you were saying in the pregame. They'll challenge them the most compared to the other teams so far.
Aiden Smith on the mound for the Chiefs. He pitched a 1-2-3, got a strikeout in the first inning. First pitch in the dirt. Riggs ahead in the count 1-0, which is what was better than anything else. This one all the way to the backstop. 2-0.
There's a lot of slack in that netting in the
Sure is.
That was right at someone.
I know it almost hit that the guy's fan that's sitting up there, and the lady was not looking, and that thing was really close to getting a piece of her there.
Wake up call.
It was. There's one in for a strike. A little off speed there.
I just mouthed the word "wow" to myself on that slider.
Yeah,
It is
it's tough, isn't it?
gorgeous. Yeah.
2-1 the count. Smith looks in, pitch on the way. Just a little low. Riggs ahead in the count now 3-1. The Hoppers trying to get their first runner on tonight. Defense is at normal. Umpire calls timeout. Now we're back at it again. 3-1 the count. That one's inside for a strike. I think Riggs thought it was he thought it was a ball. He was getting ready to take the guard off his ankle.
That was a little too far outside. You know, Riggs didn't play last night, but last game was out at Fulton where he went 1 for 5.
And in the dirt. And this time he can take off his guard as he draws a walk. And Hoppers have their leadoff man on here in the second. Here comes Easton Beatty.
Real good spot here. They have a guy on, and you're trailing early. So you can look at the man on deck and right behind them as well.
Yep. Red hot, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. You've got some really strong bats coming up.
Man on first in the form of Riggs. Here comes Easton Beatty. No out here in the bottom of the second. Curveball. Boy, that was headed right at his helmet. And he ducked, and it broke right back over the plate. That was nasty. And a strike from Smith. That's one of those you're hoping nobody saw that. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there as he got him on a curveball outside. Ran it out there.
That's why they always tell you to stay in the box, stay in the at-bat no matter what, every pitch, because you never know where that ball's going to end up.
You know, that's easy to say when until that thing's headed toward your eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
So 0-2 the count now. Pitch on the way here. Just a little low. Blocked down there by Wilson. 1-2. Wheeler waits on deck for the Hoppers. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and they get Beatty on the strikeout. There's one away here in the second, and here comes Brendan Mealer. And boy, could we use one of his shots right now. How about it?
And they needed him last night, but you need him again right now. Just to recap yet again, a 4-for-4 day at the plate, a double, a single, and then back-to-back home runs.
5 RBIs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Pitch is outside the corner and a strike on Wheeler. He's going to give him that because there's not much you can do with it, the lefty.
He is peppering the zone right now.
Yes, he is.
And every time he misses, it is a good miss that's calculated on the mound.
Not much to lead at first over there by Riggs. This pitch hit into left field, right between short and third base, and he stays hot with a base hit. Mealer puts runners on first and second with one out here, and that brings up Mark Harmon, wearing number 11. Actually, number 11, is that what they got today?
Yeah.
That's 30, but I changed that. Yeah, it was 30, but he's number 11. Wasn't just me.
Must have just switched his number.
Yeah. Maybe that's his lucky
Or
number.
maybe
I want to get the lucky 11. Here's a pitch. Starts him out the same little slider there. It's vicious.
The 11 might also just be a jersey thing.
Yep, that's true.
That's the one jersey has to have a different number. It's the only one that fits his size.
That's true.
Who knows?
Runners on first and second. One out here. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit into right. And it's going to throw just foul down the right field line. That one had extra bases written on it. So balls is a long strike.
Harmon was out of the box quick there. He definitely would have had at least a double, bringing in at least one run. I think it probably would have only been one run because the right fielder, Jack Robinson, was getting over to it somewhat quickly, but would have at least cut the deficit in half.
And Wheeler was right on top of Riggs, too. Riggs going to have to unhick that trailer. Pitch on the way. Fouled again off. He got a piece of that. Harmon stays alive.
Nice swing there from Harmon for the fact that he started to go around and realized, oh, I'm way ahead of this one. Just make sure I can hold back, sit back, and finally throw your hands at a pitch on the outside. You go on to the next pitch, something that you might like better.
Smith checks the runner at second. Nobody's really got much of a lead. Now here's the pitch. It's breaking ball that's fouled off behind us. Harmon staying alive, running that pitching count up.
That might be what the Hoppers need in this one to run up his count, see someone else coming out of the pen.
That's right. Keep it close and try to get it the relief guy. Smith checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Hit up into the center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to go base to base here, station. Good job of base running, though, there, as Wheeler had to wait on it. Andrews fired a shot back into second base, but bases loaded now for the Hoppers. With one out. That brings up Zach Hampton, another good guy to have at this time. He's been hitting the ball pretty well.
I'm sure the big blasts are always fun, but that's all you really need. Just base hits in the gap, move up one spot to another, and eventually just start bringing them in.
Swing and miss here, and he blows it past Hampton. Yeah, you never know. Once you get the guy on third, get a ball past the catcher, move the runners over, get you a run in. Just getting on the board would be nice. Hampton behind the count, 0-1. Bases loaded, full of Hoppers. Just misses there. 1-1 the count. 2-0 is the score. Paducah got a 2-run homer back in the top of this inning. Lead 2-0. Smith shaking off a couple of signs. Out comes set. Gets on the way here. Fastball in the corner. That's 1-2. Makes you wonder what they were calling first, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Riggs is at third. Wheeler's at second, and Harmon's at first. 1-2 the count now on Hampton. Pitch on the way. Holds up. That's a tough pitch. I'd have been dragging my bat back to the dugout. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, that's a really tough one to hold on. Great eye from him to hold up because it started in the zone.
Yep.
Just fell out last second.
2-2 the count now. Hampton tries to get something in play here. Outside corner, misses there. Boy, that was a close one. I don't know if I could have looked at that one either, but 3-2 the count. No place to put him. With one out. We'll take it any way we can get it right here. Alex McGuire waiting on deck. Hopper's offense trying to find something here. Base hit into right field. One is in. And Rounding's third base, and there's going to be at the play. He's falling down. They're going to go back, send him back. So looked like it slipped in the wet grass. But RBI single for Zach Hampton into right field. And Riggs comes in to score, make it 2-1 as the Hoppers have cut the lead in half. Wheeler fell down, rounding third base over there in the wet grass, and they held him up. I think he'd been dead meat anyway. Got it? issues up here. Some people are trying to figure some stuff out. If you're listening to YouTube, we're working on the sound. Of course, you can't hear.
Apparently there is one. Outside, 1-1 the count.
One to McGuire here. One and two. McGuire tries to get on base here, maybe tie this thing up, maybe give the Hoppers a lead with a base hit. Speed on the pass here. Meanwhile, Smith trying to shut it down. Pitch on the way. Tap foul at the plate. Count is 2-1. I'm 2-2 now. I'm sorry. Cole Reynolds, the leadoff man, waiting, hoping to get a chance here. A curveball catches him. A little late swing there, and he couldn't catch up, and it's 2 gone here as McGuire strikes out. So bases remain loaded. Cole Reynolds bats for the Hoppers. Damage. Curveball. And just on the inside. Crowd didn't like that one. 1-1 the count. Counts 1-1 on Reynolds. Bases loaded for the Hoppers. Reynolds takes one high. 2-1. Appreciate everybody listening tonight. Glad we could bring the ball game to you. Appreciate our sponsors for. Pitch here outside. 3-1 now, and Reynolds way ahead in the count. Walk would force in the tying run. We'll take it if we can get it. Smith was excellent in the first inning, struggled a little bit here in the second. Hopper's proving they're going to be a tough way out. Pitch coming here, curveball in for a strike, and it's a full count now on Reynolds. The runners will be going. A good friend of mine used to say, something is going to happen. Maybe good, maybe bad, but something's going to happen. Smith delivers, curveball, high, and walks in. And the Hoppers have tied it up 2-2. Reynolds draws the bases loaded walk, and Mealer comes across the plate to tie it up. Harmon goes to third, and Zach Hampton down to second. Here comes Chance Sweeney. And they're going to have a meeting at the mound by Paducah's coaches. The pitcher here, Smith. Big meeting at the mound here is, as we said, Aiden Smith, 1-2-3 inning in the first, but here in the second, he's now going to be facing his 8th man. The meeting is over now as the umpire went out to stop it.
Apologize, I've gone stagnant.
It's okay. It's technical difficulties. If you've been listening to YouTube, we apologize, no sound, but we've got it back now, I do believe.
It sounds when I'm having issues with some of the camera work. Just wanted to communicate that real quick.
Pitch here, hit into right, and that was going to be down for a base hit. One run's in. The Hoppers lead 3-2. Another run coming in. They're going to take a 4-2 lead. Throw coming in to home plate, going over to third base is Reynolds, and Harmon and Hampton score, and the Hoppers now lead 4-2 on the two-run single by Chance Sweeney. Good piece of hitting there by Sweeney. Just drove that one right into right field. 2 RBIs for him. Here comes Dom Hartman. Dom has had a great start to the season. He flew out to right his last time up. He's the 9th man up in this inning for Hoptown. They put up 4 runs here to take a 4-2 lead. Smith finding out this Hoptown offense is nothing to sneeze at. Gets the ball back to the pitcher. Smith knocks it down, throw to first, and they get the speedy Hartman there on the ground out. But Hoptown getting 4 runs here in the bottom of the second, and they have taken the lead. We check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. It's the Hoppers 4 and the Chiefs 2. Back with more Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm and 953thefarm.com.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunblower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement in the baseball field. Sunblower scores are their way to keep the Southwestern